Welcome back to Weems Motor Co. Today we're gonna talk about the best motorcycle in the world. Stick around.
So, in 1959, Triumph released the Bonneville, the best motorcycle in the world. You might be asking yourself, well, why do you think it's the best motorcycle in the world? Well, listen, that motorcycle had so much influence over the whole motorcycle industry, and it was an amazing thing to see that released in 1959. So what makes a Bonneville, you may ask? Because Triumph has many motorcycles. Well, in 1959, Triumph released the Bonneville. It was a 650cc motorcycle, the very first production motorcycle that they ever released with 2 carburetors on it. Motorcycle weighed 402 pounds and had a whopping 42 horsepower. Now, the identifier on the Triumph Bonneville not only was just looking at it and seeing those 2 carburetors, but was the serial number, the model number that was stamped on the side of the engine, that being T120. Now, those numbers hold some significance. The T obviously stands for Triumph. The 120 is special. See, the Bonneville was given its name from the Bonneville Salt Flats out in Utah, where land speed racing takes place. And just a few years prior to that, Triumph actually set the land speed record with a Triumph out there. So that 120 that followed the T in the serial number, that stands for 120 miles an hour, because that motorcycle was tested and guaranteed to go 120 miles an hour without any modification. That is an amazing feat, especially for 1959 production motorcycle going that fast without any modifications. Now today, I am riding on a 2008 Triumph Bonneville. This motorcycle has some significance to go along with the history of the Bonneville. That being, this is the very last production Bonneville that had carburetors. 2009, they went to fuel injection, so that makes this motorcycle a pretty cool thing. Now, you've seen this motorcycle in a video a couple weeks ago where I'm hanging out with my buddy Joe and we're talking about possibly dropping keys. Well, over that last 2 weeks, I've had the opportunity to put some miles on this bike, and I tell you what, I've fallen in love. This motorcycle has definitely sold me, and not only because of the Triumph brand, but because of the similarities, the history, the things that go along with just the Bonneville itself. Now, this motorcycle is an 865cc, and it weighs just over 460 pounds, and it has 66 horsepower. The cool thing about it is, really, I mean, with all of the advancements in technology, this motorcycle only went up about 60 pounds in weight, but they increased the cc's by over 200, and that's pretty cool. The motorcycle still feels the same. It still has that classic maneuverability, the same height, the same, turns and twisties that it has. It's just an amazing bike. So I've been sold on this bike. I am super excited to announce to you guys that it is official. We have signed titles. We have dropped the keys. This motorcycle, 2008 Triumph Bonneville, is now part of Weems Motor Co., and I could not be any more happy. Guys, if you ever get the opportunity to ride a Triumph, I don't care if it's a 1939 Speed Twin or a 2023 Tiger 1200, you should take the opportunity, take the chance, jump on top of it, and just see what it does. I tell you what, nothing beats the feel of riding a classic bike, but to ride something modern that has so many similarities, it's exciting. I'm excited about it. This motorcycle, you know, it's not gonna stay like it is, obviously, because, you know, Weems Motor Co, we don't just leave bikes, you know, stock. So there we're gonna be doing some cosmetic changes to this. I'm excited that that there is so much out there on the market for these motorcycles. There are so many extra little cool parts that you can do. But my plan is just like I did with the Harvey Danielson, is I want to bring that history, that classicness, the what I remember, the what I appreciate about these old bikes. So I'm going to change a few things to make this thing look a little bit older, make it have a resemblance of the Triumph Bonnevilles of past. I'm excited to share some of those things with you. We're going to do some videos doing these modifications. But right now, let's take a little stop and take a closer look at this 2008 Triumph Bonneville. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, so as we're standing here looking at this 2008 Triumph Bonneville, some of the things that jump out to me that need to get changed and swapped around. I mean, number one, this is a really cool aftermarket part, race and performance stuff, but to me it pulls it too modern, and we were trying to push this thing back. Also with the old 13 of spades, those are gonna not be there. We're gonna get rid of those. The carb toppers, we're going to change those out for some cool looking modern ones. Grips, I like blue sparkle, but it's just not fitting for this bike. We're going to change out the grips on those. These little leather covers for the grips, yeah, those are going to go too. Probably different mirrors possibly. I do have something special that we want to do up here. Because my 1966 has the speedometer and the tachometer. We're going to double those up, so that'll definitely be happening. This old leather pouch and stuff, it's great, it's convenient, but it's not really period correct for what I'm trying to shoot for. Something else up here in the front, this headlight, super cool, but it's the 5 3/4 little small style with the fly screen. We're going to put a big 7-inch one, just like what should be there, and possibly go ahead and throw a pedestrian slicer on that front fender, because I think that that is super cool for British bikes. Outside of that, we're going to change out the tail light, do something a little bit better on there. I do like the convenience of having a backrest for when I have a passenger, but that's easily removed, so we'll take that off while we're not needing it. And outside of that, that's basically it. The bike is great, I like it, I enjoy riding it, and I am going to put some time into making this thing a little bit, just a little bit cooler than what it is right now. Let's go ride it.
Well guys, that's gonna about wrap it up. Excited about the 2008 Triumph Bonneville, excited to have another Triumph in the shed, and excited to have this modern Triumph to be able to get out, do some customization, do some riding, and have a great time, and have you guys connecting with it. With that, if you want to support us, head over to WeemsMotorCo.com, check out the merch. We got hats, t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of stuff over there. We even have some parts for your vintage Triumph. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of our patrons. You can go over to Patreon and support us there, and we can get you hooked up with some cool content, some cool things that only the patron members get to see. Well, with that, guys, that's gonna wrap it up today. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you are new around here, jump down, hit that subscribe button. If you really like the video, hit that thumbs up, turn those notifications on, and let everyone know what's going on right here at Weems Motor Co. Peace.